Today is Tuesday, 16th Hadejia 1444 after the Hijrah of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which is equivalent to 4th July 2023. I am Salamatu Nuhu Dalliman with the news on full. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu told heads of security and intelligence agencies that they have to deliver on their mandate as they are tasked for them to execute this to secure lives and properties. The National Security Advisor Malam Nuhu briefed State House reporters after the president had his maiden meeting with new service chiefs and the acting Inspector General of Police at the Asura Presidential Villa, Abuja. Speaking after the meeting, Rabadi said the president also told them to work as a team for effective performance and delivery. The former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission expressed optimism that the tasks ahead of them will be executed. He said the security chiefs will work tirelessly to not only secure the country, but also establish peace and stability. It will be recalled that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had approved their appointment on 19th June 2023. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, says Nigeria will need to build no fewer than 3.9 million toilets annually to meet the ending open defecation practice by 2025 target. UNICEF Chief of Water, Sanitation and Hygiene WASH, Dr. Jane Bevan, said this today at the opening of a two-day maiden toilet business owners conference in Abuja. Bevan said that current toilet construction in the country stood between 180,000 to 200,000 toilets annually, describing it as inadequate. She said the conference was timely as toilet business owners were key to ending open defecation challenges in Nigeria. According to her, there is a need to do things differently by creating demand for toilets. The private sector could play huge roles for sustainability and strengthening sanitation markets in the country. A chieftain of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), Buba Galadima, has explained how President Bola Tinubu could have removed the fuel subsidy without inflicting hardship on Nigerians. Mr. Galadima, who noted that President Tinubu took a hard decision to remove the fuel subsidy, he said the president could have put palliative measures in place to mitigate the hardship it could cause for the ordinary people. The NNPP chieftain stated this while speaking in an interview to newsmen yesterday in Abuja. Residents of Kano and other parts of the north have organized a memorial prayer session to commemorate late Masan in Kano, Alhaji Dr. Yusuf Maita Masoli, who died 6 years ago. Late Masani died at the age of 88 on 3rd July 2017. The prayer session, which took place at the residence of the deceased in Kano yesterday, reminisced the past days of the late Masani and his contribution to the development of the north and the country at large. Speaking during the session, a lecturer and historian Dr. Aliyu Muri described the late Maitama Sili as pride to the north, whose pattern of life should be emulated by the present leaders of the country for rapid development. He said the entire northern Nigeria will forever remember him as he had served the nation with dedication and trust, describing him as a true nationalist worth remembering every day. Speaking on behalf of the late Masani's family, the present Masanin Kanu Abdullah Yusuf Maitamasuli appreciated the participants for the gesture, adding that their late father considered everyone as his own. The news is coming to you from the studios of Sawaba Radio. More is after the short break. Stay tuned. No fewer than 7,472,505 people of Jigawa State are expected to receive yellow fever vaccines during the 2023 preventive mass vaccination campaign. This was announced by the Jigawa State Immunization Officer Alhaji Hassan Shuaibu Kwalam while briefing newsmen on their readiness to commence the exercise. He explained that the exercise will be conducted by the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency with support from Jigawa State government. According to him, the exercise, which was planned for 10 days, will cover 27 local government areas across the state. Kwalam, who urged media to support the move by sensitizing the general public, said over 6 million dosage of yellow fever vaccines already received and stored in the state medical store, Dusi. While speaking on target population, Olam said the target age are between 9 months to 44 years old. The state immunization officer added that about 1,728 teams received training, while 3 teams will work at each 287 political ward in the state. In what looks like closing in on the immediate past governor of Kano State, Umar Abdullahi Ganduje, the State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission has apprehended one of his former commissioners and 4 others over allegation of 1 billion naira fraud. It will be recalled that the reinstated anti-graft boss in the state, Barrister Muyi Magajiri Mingado, had promised that everyone accused of bribery and corruption in the past will be made to face the law. His statement culminated in the arrest and detention of the former Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Idris Wada Sali, and 5 others over allegation of 1 billion naira fraud. Mustapha Madaiki Hukuma, who served as the Director of Finance, the Director of Research and Planning, Managing Director, Kano Road Maintenance Agency, Permanent Secretary, Public Procurement Bureau, among others, were arrested yesterday evening over allegation of withdrawing over 1 billion naira for the rehabilitation of 30 roads and drainage in the metropolis, but failed to carry out the project. 3 people have been reported killed in Alan Kwara villages in Arugungun local government area of Kebbi State because of a heavy rainstorm. 6 people also sustained various degrees of injuries due to the incident. Sawaba Radio also reports that many families in Zauru in Birnin Kebbi local government area of the state have also lost their homes in a similar incident due to a rainstorm. In May, the Nigeria Meteorological Agency warned that 12 northern states were likely to experience thunderstorm and flooding in the last half of the year. The states include Borno, Taraba, Gombe, Bauchi, Adamawa, and Yobe in the northeast, Plateau, Nasarawa, the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja in the north central, and Kaduna, Jigawa, Kano, and Katsina in the north central region of the country. Now to international scene. Senegal's President Macky Sall has ruled out seeking re-election in 2024, ending widespread speculation that he will run for a 3rd term. Rumors said he would try to extend his grip on power, which have fallen unrest several times since 2021 with dozens killed. The opposition had called for fresh protests if Mr. Sall decides to run again, which most legal experts say could have violated the constitution. In his address list yesterday, Mr. Sall said there has been much speculation and commentary on his eventual candidature on this election. Recently, there had been anger in Senegal over the sentencing of opposition leader Ousmane Sonko to 2 years in prison for the crime of corrupting youths. And the 48-year-old was found guilty of acting immorally towards an individual younger than 21 but cleared of rape charges. Thousands of protesters took to the street of several cities and at least 16 people were killed. Sonko denies any wrongdoing, and his supporters say the trial was a political ploy to disqualify him from entering the presidential race. That has been the news before I go. A recap of the major stories. UNICEF says Nigeria needs 3.9 million toilets annually. Primary Healthcare Development Agency set to vaccinate over 7.4 million people in Jigawa State. Senegal's President Macky Sall decided not to run for 3rd term. That has been the news on behalf of the news department. Our continuity announcer, Halima Hassan Ibrahim, our editor, Mama Suleiman Yobi. I am Salamatu Nuhu Dalliman saying good afternoon.